With 22 states now enforcing shelter-in-place orders, a lot of people have turned to e-commerce to shop, but the workers responsible for delivering those goods say that companies like UPS are not providing them the tools to stay safe during the pandemic.
Reports of dirty facilities, not enough protective gear, and inadequate sick leave, which means that symptomatic workers are going to have to work when they shouldn't. Senator Bernie Sanders even argued on Twitter yesterday workers who are providing essential public services deserve hazard pay and adequate safety equipment. Richard Hooker Jr. is the Secretary-Treasurer and Principal Officer of Teamsters Local 623, and he joins us now via Skype to explain more. Richard, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. Richard, just tell us a little bit about some of the conditions that your members are facing in the midst of this crisis, who are out there on the front lines of delivering packages to everybody who's staying home.
Well, like you just said, we're on the front lines, and a lot of us, well, most of us feel that the company is not doing enough. They just recently started trying to save face because of interviews and articles and social media. So they're trying to now do certain things, but it's still not enough. The facilities are still not properly cleaned. There's no social distancing like the CDC is asking us to do. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and we're throwing some pictures up on the screen right now so our audience can see that you shared with us. We're looking at, I think, the inside of a truck right now that's grimy. We're looking at, package facility. You tell us what we're looking at here. Litter, trash, dirt. This is a bathroom that's filthy and disgusting. I know you also sent in a video. Of course, we're all being told to wash our hands all the time. Bathroom that the water doesn't even work. Toilets hanging off the wall. Just talk specifically about the sort of conditions that your members and you are facing.
Well, the members are very upset because when the company makes as much profit as UPS does, and when we have a crisis like this, you would think that the priority would be to make sure that the members are protected. And I understand that we are essential, and we are because we provide a service that the country needs right now. But saying that, they ought to make sure that the member is protected while they move these goods and services. And so when you have the toilet hanging on the ground and no running water and dirt everywhere and trash everywhere, especially when the CDC has asked constantly to make sure these things aren't happening, it's a slap in the worker face. We're already putting our life on the line because we have families too. And then when you come to work and the facility is like this, it's not healthy, and you're anxious and you're concerned. And our members are very, 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 they're anxious, and they feel like they're disposable and not essential.
Mm. And Richard, I mean, I don't even know why I have to make this point, but you're also out there on the front lines interacting with other people, touching cardboard boxes. So unsanitary facilities and lack of protective equipment for you actually puts everybody at risk who you're also delivering to, right?
It does. And you don't want to affect the public. You don't want to affect the public because, it makes no sense to deliver them something they need, and then you end up getting them sick as well. That's just not a good combination at all.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, talk about how your members, how their lives have changed through this crisis. Has the workload, the work pace ramped up? I know you all already run a very grueling, very busy, very arduous schedule. What does that look like? And has UPS done anything to compensate you for the additional risks that you're taking right now?
Well, what they've done, they have instituted, if you get sick or with the virus, they'll give you up to 10 days or 2 weeks of pay. If they're not really, challenging people, if they feel like they have to stay at home, or if they are have the quarantine, or if they have a loved one home to take care of, they also will give you 10 days of pay. But when it comes to like any type of hazard pay, like a lot of people are getting, our members are not getting that as of yet. I don't know if they will. I believe they should, because we're on the front line. We're putting our life on the line. the CEO of this company is not putting his life on the line. It's the members. So, and their lives have changed because now they're very, very nervous. I mean, there's a lot of rumors going on in our facilities now about certain things going on as far as this, does any member have it? What's going on? And I get the whole HIPAA thing, I do, but when it comes to stuff like this, we should know what's going on. If a member is being quarantined, if it's a possibility they do have it, then the company need to reach out to us and let us know, hey, listen, we have a situation here. We may need to investigate it. Let your members know so we can calm their nerves, because you don't want to panic. You don't want to uproar. And when you withhold information, you're going to create that panic, and we don't want that right now.
Right. I can certainly understand that.
And what about any personal protective gear, anything like that? Have they taken any additional steps to make sure that your members are able to stay safe?
They recently, they gave you an opportunity to get some hand sanitizer when you came to work. They're not giving you any gloves or a mask. We just had an argument the other night while the work was going on. A member wanted to wear a mask, and they wanted him to sign a document saying that if he were to get sick or something, they wouldn't be liable for it. And we had to argue them down to say, listen, we're not signing anything. If the member wants to wear a mask, especially around this time, then he can wear a mask. But this is their mindset. I just hope, and I hope that none of our members get this because of any type of response to from the company. They don't take this serious, and I hope none of our members catch this because of the way they're handling this.
We'll be praying for that as well. I think your point about if they're essential, treat them like they're essential, not like they're disposable, is so well said.
Yeah.
Richard, thank you so much.
Richard.
We're really grateful for you today.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Next on Rising, friend of the show, Matt Stoller, joins us. He has a question. Where were the populists during the stimulus debate? And more.